Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Module 7 of EDU 680 Professional Learning in Schools. Anita Stewart McCafferty here with you, faculty with the Educational Leadership Department at the University of Southern Maine. And congratulations, you are so close to finishing this accelerated online course. And so I just encourage you to stick with it. You have 1 week to go this final week where we're really going to look at teacher leadership and professional learning, and then do a reflection where we start to wrap up what we've been learning during this course and think about what our key takeaways are and what we can put into action moving forward. Our guiding questions for this week are: how do we create widespread leadership opportunities within our organizations? And how do we meet the professional learning needs of our teachers, ed techs, staff, custodians, bus drivers, teacher leaders, instructional coaches, mentors, administrators, central office leaders, school board members, etc.? So we're really trying to think about it in a widespread kind of way. And we also want to hone in on teacher leadership. So what is it that we can do with teacher leadership to make sure that we're capturing the most teachers that we can and really being able to use their skill sets? And then our objectives for this week are to explain how you might develop the capacity, opportunities, and support for teacher leadership and leadership from other members of the school community. And also to be able to reflect upon one's learnings around professional learning in schools and determine next steps or future goals for improving the professional learning opportunities in our schools. So that's what we're really going to focus on this week. You had the opportunity last week to complete your reading of our Common Read PLC Plus, Better Decisions, and Greater Impact by Design. Some of you also have been working through the PLC Plus playbook. And so you would have completed that by reading chapters 6 and 7 last week, and then the corresponding modules in the playbook. And this week, you have the opportunity on the discussion board to do another visual that lets us know your key takeaways and your applications. And I'd like you to really focus on the second half of the book, or the book as a totality. What is it helping you think more about around professional learning communities, and how you might use the concepts, ideas, strategies, structures moving forward to improve the teams and professional learning communities in your own schools and districts. So that's part of the discussion board. I look forward to seeing what you come up with for a visual to express your key takeaways and applications. You'll also be reading a number of articles and reports looking at some websites to have you think about teacher leadership and how professional learning is so intertwined with the whole notion of teacher leadership. There's a wonderful website that I'm going to have you explore if you have not already, and that's the Maine Department of Education Teacher Leadership website. And on that website, it opens up the idea to you and introduces people to the teacher leadership standards and stories that are connected with the Teach to Lead Maine initiative. And when you look at that website and explore it, there are a number of domains, I think 7 domains. And when you click on the domains under standards and stories, then it will open up to a little bit more information and short vignettes or brief videos from teacher leaders here in Maine explaining that particular domain. So you'll have a chance to explore that and think about how maybe in the future you want to get involved with the Teach to Lead Maine effort, or the teacher leadership program that the Department of Education has in place. In addition, you are going to be doing a reflection activity, a what, so what, now what reflection, where you're going to be asked to really think about the course as a whole. So the what part of it are, what are your key learnings? So moving forward, we've read a number of articles and reports and websites and blogs, and we've looked at a number of videos and webinars. We've read a book together. We've had a number of discussions and a number of assignments where you were doing some designing and planning of potential future PD. And so thinking about all of that, what would you determine would be some of your key learnings moving forward that you want to hold on to, that you're gonna try to be committed to? And then the so what really asks you to think about, well, so why does all of this? Why does this notion of professional learning matter? What does it matter to you, to schools, to districts, to society? And is your experience and understanding, is it in alignment with, informed by, or in conflict with the course materials and our discussions and the experiences of others? And how so? Then the now what prompts are asking for you to think about, okay, so what have you learned from the course experience that's going to help inform what you do next? So what might you do differently as a result of these 7 weeks together? What might you continue doing more of as a result of EDU 680? How will this course inform your next steps as a practitioner and a leader? Explain how you might develop the capacity, opportunities, and support for teachers and other educators. So it really is that reflection, asking for you to bring together your learnings. And so to help you consolidate that, because we know that's really important if we're actually going to use it in the future. And that's, of course, my goal for you, is that you will be able to apply this to professional learning moving forward at your teams, in your schools, in your districts, and in other organizations that you might be a part of. So thank you once again for your diligent efforts during this accelerated online course. I look forward to reading your reflections, to seeing your visual documents that you put together about the PLC Plus book. And I look forward to hearing the stories of how you are applying this as you move forward in leadership positions. I hope to see you in future classes. And till then, have a wonderful week of learning.